Welcome back to John Cleese Car Audio's YouTube channel. My name is Max. I'm going to give you a little bit of a run around this Porsche 911 behind me. This is the 991 generation, and we've installed Apple CarPlay onto the PCM3.1 system and also a reverse camera, which is very useful for helping you back up, generally navigating into tight spaces, you know, save money on damages and just get yourself a reverse camera fitted. Now, here we are at the back of the car. Sorry, it is a little bit late in the day. Job's just been completed. Just trying to get this little video done just so you guys can see what this installation looks like. That's the reverse camera there. Turn on the lights, there we go. Flush little camera. Very discreet, hardly noticeable at the back of the car. That's going to allow you to just see any low-level objects behind you, so when you're reversing this thing you're not going to do any damages you wouldn't want to otherwise. So hopping into the front of the car, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a show on what that looks like. Welcoming you into the interior of this 911, I'm just going to give you a little show how Apple CarPlay looks like inside this vehicle and also what the view is like on the reverse camera. So if I just point the camera over at the stereo screen, as you see here, we've got Apple CarPlay just as you will know it. Now this system integrates into the factory control, so I can just use the factory control to wheel around. Also integrates into the touchscreen, so I can just select things or slide. Because this is the factory PCM 3.1, it's not the most responsive touchscreen in the world. It is kind of a little bit laggy, but it's much nicer to use this rotary control dial fine to sift through pages, and then when you want the application you desire, just give it a click on that and that works perfectly. You've got a quick Siri activation thing there, so I can just hit that and I could say make a call, send a text, navigate me here. All the beautiful things that Siri does are all at my fingertips basically. My music application is Tidal, but Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music all work in a very similar way. You can have your playlists, your tracks. That's normally what I would recommend, just having a playlist roll while you're driving. But yeah, that's the Apple CarPlay side of things. There is other navigation apps like Tissot as well. When you do this kind of upgrade, we recommend generally using internet radio for DAB, just because you need to leave the PCM system source on aux mode for this upgrade, and you can't listen to radio and have aux playing at the same time. Obviously all your phone calls and everything will work through this system, and yeah, it all works great, so yeah, no issues on that side of things. And yeah, that's Apple CarPlay. This does support Android Auto as well. Not always wireless with Android phones, can sometimes depend on your phone, but Apple always works wirelessly every single time. Now the reverse camera is pretty self-explanatory. When you stick this car into reverse, it will come up with a reverse camera image, which if I just take the handbrake off as well, that will actually help me get the reverse camera on the screen, so excuse that bit. And then I put it onto the screen there, reverse camera image comes up like so, and you get some moving guidelines as well, so that just helps you to actually navigate yourself into the space, just helps direct you really more than anything. But you can see here, we can see this Kia 4x4, you can pretty much see the top of the bumper on that. It is quite a low level because of the positioning on the rear bumper of where we have to put the camera on these vehicles, so it looks nice and discreet, but that view is better than no view by all means. So that's what the reverse camera view looks like, but you can see, we can see literally like 20-30 meters back down the back of the driveway there, down to a shed. But yeah, that's the reverse camera view. When you come out of reverse and drive away, when you hit about 10 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour, something like that, it will simply shut off, a bit like the factory system basically. But that is pretty much all for this very brief video from Max at John Cleese Car Audio. If you've got a vehicle and want to add Apple CarPlay to it, even if it's not a Porsche 911, get in contact with us. We can definitely sort you out. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop it a like and we will see you next time. Thanks now and take care.